like chimichurri, you are going to love these. Hello beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited to be sharing today's video. This is a recipe that I've posted over on my Instagram and TikTok, so if you follow me there, you have already seen it. But in this video, I wanted to show you how to make my chimichurri bean salad, which has so much flavor and fresh veggies. So if you've been needing some creative ways to either eat more beans or to add more fiber to your diet, this bean salad is going to be perfect for you. I've had several people try it already and they truly enjoyed it, so I'm hoping you will too. We're going to go ahead and put this salad together, and we're going to start by making a homemade chimichurri sauce. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start up by chopping the fresh ingredients. You could also use like a red jalapeno or Fresno pepper. I just used what I was able to find at my local grocery store. So I just went ahead and thinly sliced the pepper because we are going to mince this. It might be easier to just kind of line all the pieces up and then begin to chop it. Okay, and then just move that to the side, and we're gonna use about 3 to 4 garlic cloves. These are pretty large, so I'm just gonna do 2. And if you wanna buy pre-minced garlic, you absolutely can do that. The flavors just stand out even more. Okay, now we're about to chop the herbs. Traditionally, chimichurri sauce does not have cilantro. I love cilantro. I've had it with cilantro and I really enjoy it that way. So you can include it or you can leave it out. For my friends who have that cilantro taste like soap gene, feel free to leave it out. It'll still be delicious. But let's get to chopping. And I typically just go ahead and chop everything together. You can leave the stems. I know typically you would, or maybe not even typically with chimichurri, but when you are cooking or using fresh herbs, you'll want to get rid of the stems. Leave the stems because they do add a nice little flavor to the overall chimichurri. I'm just gonna chop everything together. No need to separate and then chop. I mean, I provided measurements as guidance, but you can just grab a handful of each herb and then chop it up. Oh yeah, and of course, make sure the herbs are clean. I love cilantro so much. I could make a salad out of cilantro, and that might be my next mission. You want this to be as finely chopped as possible, so even when you think you're done, take it a little step further. All right, I think we are good. Okay, so this is how finely chopped we want it to be. Okay, let's go ahead and put this chimichurri together. We have the parsley and cilantro. I like to get every last bit. We have the peppers and garlic. I'm gonna use avocado oil. Feel free to use whichever type of oil you prefer. Just make sure it's a neutral one. Next, I'm gonna go in with 2 tablespoons of red wine vinegar, 1 teaspoon of dried oregano, some black pepper, some salt, and then this is completely optional, but I do like to also add a few red pepper flakes. These colors are so gorgeous. And we're just gonna combine it. And y'all, this is such a simple recipe, but the flavor is so good. I just added a little bit more oil to my chimichurri, and then go ahead and give it a taste test to make sure you're okay with the flavors. You can add more salt if you want, add more black pepper, more oil like I just did, red wine vinegar. Just taste and adjust as necessary. That is good. I do want a little bit more tang to mine. I'm gonna add a little bit more red wine vinegar. This is so good. Okay, the chimichurri is done and it tastes really good. This is a salad, so we're not just gonna have the beans in the sauce, but if you want to be my guest, we are going to doctor this up and add a bit more volume to it by including cucumber, avocado. This is optional. It's not in my original recipe, but I did want to add even more volume to this salad. So I'm also gonna go in with some artichoke hearts. And again, this should really help add more volume and flavor to this bean salad. If you wanna use fresh artichokes and just cook them up yourself, feel free to do that as well. The can is just easier, more accessible, all of that. And I'm gonna do about 4 artichoke hearts. You can purchase these cut already, like cut into quarters. I don't know why I didn't, but that's neither here nor there. Let's just go ahead and chop everything up. Oh, and I'm just using the mini cucumbers because I already had them. If you only have, or you can only find like a regular large cucumber, I've made this exact salad with just a regular cucumber, so you can do that too. Don't think you have to get this exact size of cucumber. And I cut these pretty thin. I'm gonna go ahead and cut up our artichoke. you've never had artichoke, this is what the inside of them look like. Okay, and let's see how this avocado is, because you never know what kind of avocado you're gonna get. Here we go. Oh, this is a good one. Okay, okay. Here I have some butter beans. You can do this with chickpeas, you can do it with cannellini beans, but today I'm gonna be using butter beans. I'm gonna add those cucumbers. Also gonna add the artichoke hearts, and then the avocado. I like to go in with a little bit more black pepper and a little bit more salt. Depending on what type of beans you're using, you'll want to add a decent amount of salt to the salad. I found that with beans in the butter bean and cannellini bean family, they do tend to need a little bit more salt and black pepper to them. So be sure to just taste and adjust as needed. I probably should use the bigger bowl. Maybe I will, but let's go ahead and mix this up first. Okay, our bean salad is done and it just looks so delicious. I cannot wait to dig in. And again, with the salad, you can use chickpeas, cannellini beans. I've seen people make it with chickpeas, which inspired me to try it with chickpeas, and I really enjoyed it that way too. But I would say just about any white bean that you want to use would work for this. If you like chimichurri, you are going to love these. I'm actually having this for lunch today, and we're planning to enjoy the rest of it with our meals throughout the week. I will say, if you do plan to meal prep this like I'm doing, go ahead and squeeze some lemon juice on top to preserve the color and the freshness of the avocado. Now, the great thing about this salad is that you can enjoy it on its own, or you can serve it with other items. For example, I'm gonna have it with some arugula, quinoa, and some tofu that I baked in the oven. So let's go ahead and plate this up. All right, so I got my arugula that I'm gonna add down here. Then I have the salad. Also have some quinoa. All right, gonna add my tofu, and then a few red pepper flakes, and then a little bit of red wine vinegar. This is how I'm gonna enjoy this chimichurri bean salad. So this is what I'm having for lunch today, and honestly, I might eat a similar combination of meals throughout the week as well. Okay, lunch is all prepped. I'm about to sit down and enjoy this. I really hope that you give this salad a try. I hope that it inspires you to cook with more beans. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. I'm gonna have some of the beans first with some of the tofu. So delicious.